Good afternoon and welcome to Neurogenesis. In today's class, we will be discussing the exercise questions of the first chapter in chemistry of class 11th, which is some basic concepts of chemistry. Now, I have pasted the first question here, the question being calculate the molar mass of the following. Now, to do this, first we need to know what molar mass is. Now, as you can infer by its name, molar mass is the mass of 1 mole. Now, what is 1 mole exactly? So, 1 mole is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles. Now, these particles can be atoms, molecules, even eggs, any particle. Like, for example, when you go to a bakery, or if when you go to a bakery and you tell them, I need 1 dozen bread. So, the baker knows exactly what you want because he knows that 1 dozen means that he needs to give you 12. Similarly, when you say a baker's dozen, he knows he has to give you 13. If you say a pair, he knows he has to give you 2. Now, similarly, if you went to the baker and you said, give me 1 mole of bread, he would give you 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 loaves of bread. Okay, so let's start off by, I'll use the first one as an example here. We have H2O. Okay, so we know the atomic mass of hydrogen. Atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 U, and the atomic mass of oxygen is 16 U. Now, if we were to find the atomic weight or the molecule, if we were to find the molecular weight of H2O, it would be, since we have two hydrogen atoms here, it would be 2 into the mass of one hydrogen atom plus 1, because we only have one oxygen atom, into the mass of oxygen, which is 16. So we would get 2 plus 16 is equal to 18U. Now the U here stands for unified mass. Now unified mass is equal 1U is equal to 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 grams. Now, since we are dealing with the masses of atoms here, clearly we can't measure it in grams. So we have to go further into decimals to get the mass for that. So that is 1U. Now 1U is also 1/12 the mass of one carbon 12 atom, just to get that out of the way. Now, now the 18 we have gotten here, this 18 that we got, this is the molecular mass, because this is the mass of one molecule, right? But we are asked the molar mass of this. Now, as I explained earlier, 1 mole is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles. So, 1 mole of this, it's the conversion is very easy here. Since the molecular mass of H2O is 18U, we can confidently say that the molecular mass, the molar mass of H2O is 18 grams. Now you can see the conversion is very easy. For molecular mass, we had U, but as soon as we switch over to molar mass, we switch to grams. So that is a very easy conversion that we have done here. Now let us move on to question number 2. The second part of this question is CO2. Now I will take CO2. We have CO2. Now the atomic mass of carbon is 12U. As we saw earlier, the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1U. Oh, my bad. It's CO2. So as we saw earlier, the atomic mass of oxygen is 16U. So if we go by the formula we used earlier, the molecular mass, the mass of one molecule of H2O, would be 1 into mass of carbon, which is 12, plus 2 into mass of oxygen, which is 16, which would give you 12 plus 32, which is equal to 44U. Now again, this 44U is the molecular mass. So if we were to convert this to molar mass, again I'll wait for a few minutes so that you can, for a few seconds so that you can follow through. So just look at the example here. We had molecular mass 18U, hence the molar mass was 18 grams. You just switch the U, which is also called as unified mass, with grams. So similarly, we find the molecular mass of CO2 to be 44U, hence the molar mass of CO2 is 44 grams. Great. Now for the third part of discussion, we have CH4. Let us write CH4 here. Now, as we all know, CH4 is methane. It is a hydrocarbon. We have done hydrocarbons in class 10th. So 3 CH4 methane. So atomic mass of carbon is 12U, and we know atomic mass of hydrogen is 1U. So according to the formula, we get 1 into 12 plus 1 into 4, which gives you 12 plus 4 is equal to 16U. Again, this is the molecular mass. We need to find the molar mass. Again, as we did earlier, I just replace the unified U, the U, with grams. So the molar mass, the molar mass of CH4 methane is 16U, which is 12 plus 4. 16 grams, which is 12 plus 4. So that is it for this video. I hope all of you have learned something from this video and have comprehended what I have taught. Thank you. The next lecture, we will be doing question number 2.